Welcome to your yoga practice. My name is Angela. Today we'll be going through a 30-minute practice that targets a bit of your thigh and your feet. We'll explore that concept of grounding into the earth. And what does it mean for you in your own body? Perhaps it could be feet on the floor and you feel that support from Mother Earth. Or it could be grounding your heart and staying present at this current moment. Whatever it may be, I invite you to feel and be curious of this idea and this concept of groundedness. And just notice how it feels in your body, in your heart, in your soul. So let's come to a comfortable seat. You sit cross-legged, or feel free to lie on the floor. Lie your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Or if you're seated, sit onto, if you're free to sit on a pillow, on a block. And if your sit bones ground into the floor. So you have a heaviness or weight pushed down into the floor. And then support from Papatūānuku, from Mother Earth, underneath you, supporting your weight. Your hands can be cupped underneath and place onto your legs. And place your hands on your knees as well. Palms facing up or down, whatever feels good for you. And close your eyes, feel the eyelids heavy, or even just keep a soft gaze towards the front of the mat. Notice your breath. What is it like at this very moment? Is it fast, slow? Is it cool or warm? Invite you to swing your body gently and perhaps even subtly side to side. We'll play with the weight here. You'll shift your weight from one side to the other of your sit bones. It's a very, very subtle movement. I invite you to just play and be curious. You can even shift the weight towards your back, towards the front. And we'll stack your heart over your pelvis. And draw the chin towards the chest slightly. So feel the back of your neck is long, so you're sitting tall. The natural curvature of your lower spine is still there. Your belly is soft, shoulders soft. We'll start with a breathing exercise called even breathing. So we'll inhale into our body for 4 counts, pause for 4, exhale for 4, and then pause for 4. And we'll repeat that cycle a few times. We'll take a gentle inhale through the nose, all the way down to your belly, and then sigh it all out. And take an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Pause for 4. Exhale for 4. Then pause for 4. Do one more round on your own. Encourage you to feel that breath move into your body and softens your whole body as you exhale. And once you've done that one round, just breathe normally without counting, without controlling the breath. And feel that essence of being breathed by earth. And gently flutter open the eyes. Move forward into our mat. So bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and knees underneath your hips. And start to move your body. So fingers spread wide apart. And push down into your knuckles. So fingers are strong. We'll shift our weight forward and back. We'll warm up the wrists. And just feel that feeling of pushing down into your palms. And what does that feel like? And your hands do not need to be right underneath your shoulders. You bring them a little bit further apart if you need. Just give yourself more space. You can also spin your palm or your fingers a little bit further out towards the side edges of the mat if your wrist is a little bit more tender. And just to give yourself space and allow your palm to be able to ground into the floor. Let's feel the weight shift from one knuckle over to the other. You'll take a couple of circles with your body. We'll circle one way and then the other. And come into stillness. So the crown of your head is pointing towards the front of the mat. And the tailbone is long. And so the back of your spine is strong. Almost it can feel, it can carry a cup of tea and not let it spill. You'll take an inhale and drop the belly and lift the chest. And exhale, round the back, drop the head. Feel each vertebrae start to engage and move and pull apart. And then exhale, round the back and drop the belly and lift the chest. And exhale, round the back like an angry cat. And do this all slow on your own. And feel free to invite any extra movements that you need. And let's shift side to side. And you can sit back into a child's pose. And come back into your cat and cow. And next time you're in your cat, so rounding the spine, come back into your normal tabletop. So the spine is long. We'll place our left hand underneath our face. We'll extend our right arm all the way up. And then thread the right arm underneath your left arm and drop the shoulder down onto the floor. And your left hand can be where it is, or you can extend your left hand forward. Come onto your fingertips. And spin your chest towards the left hand side of the mat, left hand side of your body. Feel a nice expansion in your shoulder blades. You can extend your left foot out towards the sides, so parallel to your right arm. We'll come into rolling panda. If you got your feet extended, bring your leg back. Left hand underneath, close to your face, and push yourself back up as you unravel and bring that right arm all the way up. And lower your hands down. Come to the other side, so place your right hand underneath your face. Extend your left hand all the way up. Fingertips strong, reach towards the sky. And thread the left arm underneath your right. Right palm close to your face as you push your chest towards the right hand side of the mat. Option to extend the right arm forward and perhaps even extend the leg, so extend the right leg. Feel free to play around and do any little subtle movements if you need for the shape. Our body isn't static, and so do whatever you need to feel more grounded into the floor and feel more support for your body. And bring your leg back. Right palm close to your face as you push yourself back up. Peel your left hand all the way up towards the sky as you place your hand down towards the floor. Come back to tabletop. We'll tuck our toes. We'll place your hands slightly forward. We'll tuck your toes. We'll draw the belly button towards the spine as you engage your core. And we'll place our palms, push our palms down onto the floor as you take your knees away from the mat an inch or two as you engage your core. And exhale, lower. And take another one. Your toes are tucked and firmly placed down onto the floor. Push your palms, push down into your knuckles. And remember, you can spin your fingers a little bit further out towards the side to give you more space. And be easy on the wrist. We'll take an inhale and push yourself back. Push your knee away from the mat. Engage your core. And then exhale, lower. And take one more. Take an inhale, lift the knee away from the mat. And this time, exhale, draw the tailbone up towards the sky. And come to your first downward facing dog.
You'll walk your feet. You can place one heel close towards the floor and then the other, bend one leg and the other. Your ears are in between your arms, so your gaze is actually down towards the mat. Push your palms down into the floor and feel that support from the mat. And tailbone up. Your legs do not need to be straight. And your heels do not need to be on the floor. So whatever it's comfortable for you at this very, very moment. Take a couple of more breaths here. Put it side out. So inhale, look in between your hands as you walk one foot at a time forward towards your hands, all the way towards the top of the mat. Your feet are about hip width apart. Bend the knees, your arms, you can hold opposite elbows. Let your head be heavy, hang down onto the floor. And swing side to side and play with the weight. And feel your feet ground into the mat. Imagine there are roots growing down from the bottom of your feet, down into the floor, giving you that love and support that you need for this shape. We sit on our feet a lot, but sometimes we forget that it's there as they carry us from A to B. I invite you to actually visualize the bottom of your feet. And send a lot of love and care into it. So ground down into our legs. Unravel your hands if you're holding opposite elbows. We'll slowly roll all the way up. Stack one vertebrae on top of each other. Head is the last one to come up. And feel the urge to adjust your hair, adjust your clothing. I'm cheating as I had just adjusted my hair, but it is okay, or else I can't see. Standing strong in your mountain pose. We'll roll our shoulders forward and back. We'll play with the weight as you shift your weight side to side, your left leg and your right. And what does it feel like to stand right here, right this moment? Bring our kneecaps. Draw our kneecaps up. Engage the thighs. And draw the belly button towards the spine. And again, roll your shoulders forward and back, and palms facing forward. Slightly tuck the neck. Tuck the chin towards the neck, not tuck the neck. And come to stillness. Let's find that center point of stability. Imagine there's a string pulling you on the crown of your head all the way up.
We'll bring our feet a little bit further towards each other. You can bring your toes to touch as well. We'll take an inhale and draw the hands all the way up towards the sky. As you exhale, we'll sit back into an imaginary chair. So lift your chest, knit the ribs in, so the tailbone is pointing down. And you slowly peek down. Can you see your toes over your knees? Let's bring your knees a little bit further back. And lift your chest. We'll take an inhale, look between your hands. Fingertips are strong, shoulders are back, lower. Soften the shoulders. As you exhale, fold forward. The second inhale, lift, halfway lift the hands onto your shins. Exhale, lower all the way down, palms on the floor. Step back into a plank. We'll shift our chest forward. And then exhale, lower. You can lower your knees. We're going to engage the core. And exhale. Bend your arms, lower all the way down, elbows tucked in. We'll bring our hands, bring our elbows underneath our shoulders to come into Sphinx. So that your feet, place your feet a little bit further apart. And you have your heels hang out towards the side. And if your lower back is a little bit more sensitive, bring your hands a little bit further forward, so elbows further away from your shoulders. Allow yourself to ground and soften into the mat. We'll stay here for a brief moment to breathe. You don't have to engage any muscle. And trust your bones will hold up your body. We'll bring our palms on top of each other, elbows wide as you lower yourself. Lower your head down onto the floor, perhaps forehead onto your hands. Wiggle your bum side to side. And come back into Sphinx for a brief moment as you thread your left arm underneath your right and lower your left shoulder down. And we'll roll all the way onto our backs. And place your feet around hip width apart. So we're bending our knees. And we'll swing our knees side to side, windshield wipe your knees. Bring your knees into center. We'll cross your left foot, left ankle over your right knee.
And you stay here and draw the left knee down towards the mat. Or option to thread your hands, one in between your leg, and just interlace your hands behind your right thigh. And draw the right knee towards your chest. You can use your left hand if you don't have your hands interlaced, left hand onto your left knee. To create a little bit more resistance, so use your right hand to draw your knee towards your chest, and left hand push your knee away. I feel a nice engagement of your thigh, perhaps all the way down to your butt. You can also play around and extend your right leg up. Gently unravel and place your feet down towards the floor. Windshield up your legs. And cross the right ankle over your left knee. And bring your right knee towards your chest. Option to bring your right hand onto your right knee. And create that resistance of the push and pull. And what does that feel like at this very moment? Where is in your body that's engaging? You can breathe into that part that's engaging. So perhaps the part that's stretching. Give me a bit more love. As long as it's not painful. Try to extend your left leg. Perhaps even rotate your left foot. It might click like me. And then lower your legs all the way down. Extend your legs out towards the side. By any additional movements that you need for your body before we come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. You're ready for Shavasana. Bring your feet out as wide as the mat, even off the mat. And your toes hang out towards the side. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up. Wiggle your shoulder blades. And bring your shoulder blades in towards each other so your back is supported. The chin towards the chest. Create that long neck. Allow yourself to rest in this very moment. You stay here as long as you like. The video will stop very soon. Thank you for practicing with me today. And hope you have a lovely day or evening. My name is Angela, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. with an email or any sort of medium that I have. Feel free to let me know. I love to hear from you. So thank you. Namaste.